Hey everybody, my name is Sierra and I am your GLP-1 queen. I simply made this video so that I can share with you all my experience on my GLP-1 journey. I started on December the 19th, so I'm getting close to my month, and what the experience has been like and why I decided to choose to get on the GLP-1 to assist me with my weight loss journey. So thank you guys so much for being here, and let's get right into this video. All right, so here is why I decided to get on the GLP-1. So when I first heard about GLP-1s, I had heard about like Ozempics. They had like the celebrities getting on it and losing weight, and this was a couple of years ago, and it blew right over my head. I was not interested. I didn't know what it was. I didn't care. I guess I didn't care. But of course, when I heard about this, I have family members who have had gastric bypass. They have had like the sleeves, and even me before the pandemic, I used to work for a company that would have covered me having weight loss surgery. So I started to go through the nutritionist. I was seeing the doctors. I was doing all the weights, going to get all the tests done. And I kind of got to the end of it and was like losing weight by myself with the nutritionist. So I backed out of the process. So fast forward years later, 2023, I got diagnosed with PCOS. If you don't know what that is, that's polycystic ovary syndrome, where you develop cysts on your ovaries and it causes infertility. And for a lot of us women who deal with PCOS, we can't have children. Not saying that it won't happen, because I've heard of cases where women have had children with PCOS. So fast forward to 2024. So I hear about these GLP-1s. I see a lot of these chicks on TikTok, the wonderful world of TikTok, which I do hope they don't take it away, because TikTok is so fun. I love it there. But I started seeing all these girls, and it was like before and after. And I'm like, dang, sis look like a totally different person. Like, what did you do? So as a person like me, I struggle with weight. And I also have, been on a healing journey with my childhood traumas, dealing with mental health issues and things like that. And sometimes food is comfort. And even on this journey, it still is. I'm learning to get off of it, but we'll get into that. But what I'm learning on this journey is that it's a total like body and mind change. So of course, when I heard about the semaglutide and I heard about tirzepatide, I got on this rabbit hole. Like, when you're intrigued about something, you get in a rabbit hole. So I'm on my phone, I'm like, oh my god, what is a GLP-1? How do I get it? What does it do? So I ran into a young lady. She was like going to do a weigh-in. She was like, get ready, doing a day with me, a day in the life or something like that. And she had this little blue thing, like the Mochi Health thing. And I was like, just intrigued. I started to get very intrigued. I started to talk to ChatGPT, like, what is this? And so come to find out, these are active ingredients that are inside of like Wegovy and Manjuro and some of the name brands. So when I decided that I wanted to try this, I was nervous. I prayed about it. We gotta go to the good Lord about it. So I prayed and I was like, Lord, is this something that's for me? And so she had a code, which is the same code that I have linked in my bio, that if you decided to join with Mochi Health, you get 40% off of your first month's subscription, which is normally $79, and then you'll pay for your medication. So at this time, I'm still like looking, I'm going from girl to girl to video, and I'm just seeing all these great transformations, and people are sharing their journeys, and I'm like, this has got to be it. This has got to be it for me. And so with that, I finally made the decision in December, which 2024, and was like, what do I have to lose? I spend hundreds of dollars on groceries. I love my wigs. I buy the things that I want, and I've always been the type of person that likes to work out. I get, my meal prep on. I like to do a lot of natural healings, like drink a lot of pineapple skin tea. I eat a lot of fruits. but I'm just not seeing that significant weight loss like I wanted to see. I started to push up into like 290. My highest weight was 296, but when I started this journey, I was at 285. So I had started to get down, but of course, you know, when you're on PCOS and you're a woman, our weight fluctuates a lot. So I got excited, did all of the research I felt like I needed to do, and I think a week later I was convinced, and that's when I ended up using the code. I reached out, and even the young ladies, if on TikTok, if you talk to them, they are so sweet. Like, I love how supportive this community has been thus far. So when I reached out, I used her code, and I was like, I got paid. I was like, you know what? It's all or nothing. Like, it's all or nothing. So I did it, you know, and I got my first shot by the 19th. With the thing that I love about Mochi Health is you have unlimited access to providers. So I was like, why do I have to pay $79 a month for this service? And it's because you get, I'm sorry, I got hair in my mouth. It's because you get unlimited access to a provider, which my provider, her name is Brittany, and I can share with you her code and her information. And I also have a nutritionist. I forgot her name, but she was so sweet. And so I met with both of them. I was like, let me meet with both of them and get the suggestions and let them know my goals and see if this is even the right thing for me to do before I start. So I paid the use this code, and I got the $40 off, paid for the subscription, and bam, I had access to my providers. And so that's when they suggested that I start with semaglutide. And I started on the lowest dose, which was the 0.22. I was injecting at 12.5 units at that. And then I just, as you guys see posted, I just got my second month today. And I decided to go up to the 0.44 after talking to my provider, because I started to lose that appetite suppression. As of last week was week 4 for me, I noticed that I'm starting to pick back up on the eating. And so she was like, let's go up. And I said, well, I see what everybody is going to tirzepatide. Like, when can I do that? You know, I'm ready to lose this weight. And she was like, let's max you out on semaglutide first, and that goes up to 0.88, which is the next level. She said, let's max you out there first and see if we can find your sweet spot before we just switch you over. And if you get stuck, you know, at a standstill where you are, then we'll move you up. So that's what I love about this journey so far. It has been like so supportive, man. Like, from the providers, from the people online sharing the information. So my starting weight was 285, and right now I'm fluctuating and I'm staying stable at about 280. So I did just get my second month in, and the dosage are a little bit higher. I'm gonna be injecting 50 units, and I'm gonna be doing the 0.44. So I'm really ready to see if there's gonna be some appetite suppression in this. But my main purpose for getting on the GLP-1 is, yes, I want to lose the weight. Yes, I want to be slim. Yes, I want to see this other person, because I know it's another me. We all have another us inside of us. Like, let's just acknowledge that. And it's okay that we want to see that other person, right? So with that, you know, I got on the GLP-1. Also for my health, you know, like, I go back to the beginning of this video, like, I deal with mental health, you know, from childhood traumas, past relationships, you know, just life happening. You know, we're all subject to life happening to us, but what we do about it, what we see about our mental health, you know, is up to us. And so I see a therapist regularly. You know, I use my EAP at work. It's a part of my benefits and insurance, so I take that very seriously, and I'm glad that my job provides that for me so that I can see about my health, you know. And so moving forward, I got on this because I don't want to die, you know. I remember talking to my sister one day, and I had this conversation, and I was like, sis, I need help. You know, I even told my mom, I was like, Mom, I need help. You know, I feel like I eat too much, and sometimes I eat like mindlessly, and I overeat, and then it just continues to go into overeating and overeating. Like, with me, I would have a bag of chips in the house, and I'm not hungry, but just the fact that I know I had that bag of chips in the kitchen, I'm gonna keep going to get that bag of chips, you know. And so what that led to was me, um, for the past few weeks now, since I've been on this semaglutide, like, guys, it's a blessing, you know. And I wake up and I thank God every day for the progress that I've made, because I don't even have, like, even though I'm hungry, I don't eat nearly as much as I used to. And this, I don't know what this thing does to certain signals in your brain, but I don't desire, like, I want sweets, but my sweet cravings have dropped. Like, and I know this is like medicine that helps with insulin resistance. Maybe that's what it is, but it is a blessing, you know, to have something to help you when you can't control yourself, because this was a self-control journey too. And food is the quickest thing that a lot of times we have access to. And if we're not careful, you know, we can die from overeating. We can die from obesity, which is the number one cause of disease, you know, in America, you know. So I'm thankful that these medicines have been approved for us, you know, to help us. Because like I said on my post, I made a post on TikTok today, and it was like, the first thing is admitting that we need that help. You know, it's okay to admit, I like to overeat and I don't know how to stop, you know. So I commend everyone who's on their GLP-1 journeys and things like that. And then before I get out of here, I do, if you're looking for a provider, if you run across this video, I'm going to share with you my Mochi Health information, and I'm going to share with you my code. If you're like, hey, I want to check this out, call them. Mochi Health is 24/7. I could wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and call their customer service number, and somebody's going to answer the phone and answer my questions so that I could go back to sleep. So that's what I love about this. Is it's a supportive journey. It's not just the thing, I'm selling you a medicine and going about your merry little way. You really have that support there. You have that unlimited nutrition. You have the unlimited with your visit. Like, I could get on the phone right now and message with my provider, and within an hour or two, sometimes less, she's like, hey, I got your message, this is what I suggest, this is what I do. So it's like building a relationship, and that is very important on these type of journeys, you know, to have people to support you there. So I'm very thankful for that. And I'm gonna get the information so I can share it with you guys for Mochi Health. All right, so I am back. And earlier I did make like a quick TikTok, but this is the first time I got my package. I didn't get the Mochi branded stuff. I just kind of got like the necessities that I needed, so that was fine, you know. But this time I actually got the Mochi branded package. And so what you get is a little tumbler, and you can use this for a lot of different things. I saw this on their social media, like you can drink out of this thing. But what this does is keep your medications cold. So you do get your medications here with your dosage information. And inside of here is little ice packs to keep your medication cold, because you do want to keep it cold and everything. And I can show you guys, since I'm making a longer form video, it's not a TikTok, I keep in mind. But this is what it looks like. This is semaglutide plus B12 at 0.44 milligrams plus 0.25 milligrams. And then it says to keep refrigerated. It lets you know. And this is my monthly supply, and I'm pretty sure it's red because of the B12. So that's what you'll get when you get that. So yeah, and it comes with the instructions on how you would administer and how many units. And I love that on the syringe it says 50 units on syringe. So for somebody like me, I reached out to my provider the first time and I was like, girl, what does this mean? Help your girl out, because I don't know. So that's what you get. And then of course, like all carriers, that, you know, you get the alcohol pads, which we need to use clean the top of the vials, clean your injection site every time. And possibly if you have some gloves, I like to use gloves. And then you also have the syringes that come with this. And I had opened one earlier so I can take a look at it. This one's different from the last one I had. This one's much bigger. It holds up to 100 units. The last one only held up to 50 units. It's an insulin needle, so you get that. And like I said, it tells you on the back of your information how much you'll actually inject. So I'll be injecting 50 units, which is much more than what I had last time. Bring it on, sister, bring it on. So I'm excited about that. All right, so now that I have everything and I was able to like show you guys, I am going to on the screen leave my referral code for my provider, for my nutritionist, and also before you get access to the provider and the nutritionist, you do have to buy the monthly subscription. So you can use that code, get your $40 off from the $79 subscription. And then you'll go in and book with your provider and everything. And I wanted to say something else, I forgot. If you wanted to talk to them, I'm going to also put their phone number for customer service. If you had questions, if you're more like the person like, hey, I need somebody to walk this through with me, which that's what I did before I was like, before I put my card number in here, let me talk to somebody. So I am excited for you if you decide to join on this journey. Also too, I want to talk about my side effects. My side effects have been very minimum. My injection days are on Thursdays. I work from 10:30 to 7:30 Central Standard Time, so I typically like to take mine when I'm winding down at the evening, which I've had all of my protein, my water. I have not had problems with constipation. I have not had problems with nausea or any of that, but like I said, I'm going up to a new dose, so that might change for me. But I am, I know it's a part of the journey, and hopefully I don't experience any side effects that are too bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video, guys, but I wanted to come and share my journey thus far, why I started the GLP-1, and to let you know that this is something that you don't have to be ashamed of or any of that, and that your journey is your journey, and don't compare it to anybody else's, and just do what you need to do for you, because there are people who are rooting for you. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have an amazing night. Bye.